And now, for another wildly amusing, seizure-inducing, a fireside chat with Thomwald and Gromson. The Rebuttal.
All right, Thomwald, where do I begin?
Preferably from the beginning.
How about I present this rebuttal in the form of a metaphor?
Oh, great heavens.
The beginning sounds rather apt. Here we have Baltimore, remember?
Yes, quite well, in fact.
And our good friend Todrick here?
I'm getting a little uncomfortable.
Well, see, I've done some digging on Todrick, and I discovered that he has a brother. A flying horse!
That's his brother.
The first thing I saw, just go with it.
Well, what's his name?
Well, Craig!
Craig?
I'm not very creative, just listen to me. Craig and Todrick live in the village, and they make a dapper pair.
I would agree.
And they're living happily ever after with Todrickson and Todrick II until Satan arrives in Baltimore.
I thought you said this was a metaphor.
It is. You see, the Guardian of Hell is hell-bent on ruining the lives of Todrick and his various family members, so he keeps his children safe. And Craig has the gall to think he can take the moral high horse.
Well, should protecting them from Satan really come at the cost of their childhoods?
I don't think you quite understand. Here. This is me. I am a level-headed genius whose brain is capable of more calculations than a NASA supercomputer.
So we're lying now.
Well, I prefer to call it embellishment. Now, you see, this right here is you, Thomwald. See, you are indecisive and flip-floppy. One moment you wholeheartedly agree, oh yes, we should be doing everything in our power to ensure their future. And the next moment, oh, you're such a terrible father, you should be reported to Child Protective Services.
Oh, and what is that I'm sitting?
Oh, that is the fence, Thomwald.
Oh, really? I genuinely couldn't tell.
Yes, it is. It is a metaphor for how much of a prick you are.
You could have at least made me a porcupine or a rose bush. Cactus, perhaps.
Oh, that would be simply absurd, Thomwald. This is a serious presentation. Now, this is Lucifer, Lord of the Underworld.
Naturally, yes.
He is a tricker of mortals, and if we let my children run amok, he will come into their house and eat them alive.
Of course, Gromson, I thoroughly understand.
Are you really so sure, Thomwald? Because it feels like you're deliberately trying to upset this delicate balance I've orchestrated here.
Yes, Gromson, I apologize for caring about your boy's feelings. My bad.
Okay then, I see how it is. Always so disruptive and flexible you are. You know what? You remind me of a certain card in here.
Oh, do I now?
The Ace of Hearts was a fitting pick.
I know it was. That's why I picked it.
And indeed I am the King of Spades. An ornate, complex ruler of all. Now, yes, you are one of the most powerful cards in the deck, but you keep changing and moving me around with no thought of the consequence. Do you know who this is?
Lucifer, the doorman of Hades?
Yes, it is. And right now, he has our number. Now, we'd stand a chance at defying the Dark Lord and besting him at his own game if you'd stop changing things around.
That's a fine pair, Gromson. What's your point?
Thomwald, indeed, we are a fantastic pair. When we're on the same page, we can do anything. You know how well I understand the issues we face and how to best approach them, while you handle the execution. But you have made a fatal error.
Where's the rest of the hand?
Oh, you thought we were playing poker? Almost had it.
I liked it better when you weren't all preachy.
But you understand what I'm trying to say here. You are actively intruding on a perfectly set plan I had for these boys.
I just think there's some room for them to be happy.
Well, Thomwald, sometimes we have to make sacrifices. You know, there is something I noticed about this map here. None of it is grounded in reality. You've got living cards, Burger King heads, aliens. It's all completely absurd. Much like your argument, Thomwald. It is completely absurd. Listen, I do want what's best for my children. If I had it my way, they could pursue any career that they wished. But, unfortunately, there are external factors that make that impossible. Life is short and brutal, especially for a Kensington. But I intend to defy those odds. And if that means shipping my children overseas, then so be it. I'm doing this for them, you understand?
The least you could do is take their feelings into account.
I can't! I simply can't. This is not up to them, Thomwald. It is up to me.
Is that your rebuttal?
Yes, I believe I've addressed all the main points.
Oh. Right.
Come on, Thomwald, we have to go. They'll be here any minute now.